So one does sound, the other does.
Yeah, I'm not sure it will record the voice
Okay.
perfectly, so I just open my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Ifan, and today I interviewed Dr. Ed Pierson, professor from Electrical and Computer Engineering Department. Today is December 4th, 2019. We are in Purdue University Northwest Hammond campus. Hi, Dr. Pierson.
Hi.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, I teach electrical and computer engineering. At this point, I primarily do advising. I'm retired. I work part-time, so I'm considered an emeritus professor. Uh, I'm here because I enjoy what I'm doing. I like working with students. I started here in 1982, so I've been here quite a while. I came here as head of what was then the Department of Engineering, which had the programs in electrical engineering and computer and mechanical engineering. Later, we added computer engineering. The department split then into two departments, and later becoming part of this, now what is now the School of Engineering, with departments in mechanical and mechanical and civil engineering, and electrical and computer engineering.
So, when was the first time you came to Purdue Calumet?
1982.
Oh.
I came here originally to apply for a position. I was working in industry at Argonne National Laboratory, doing research. The research program I was interested in was being terminated, and I decided it was time to go back to teaching. I've been teaching before, and I was looking around for a department head job, and several friends recommended the position at what was then Purdue Calumet, and I applied for it and got it.
So, what was the school look like at that time?
Smaller, uh, more focused on education. There was not much of a research thrust at that point. That's one of the things I tried to do, was to make sure that the engineering faculty maintained some sort of professional or research activity, because otherwise you stagnate. I didn't want somebody who was only doing teaching and not involved with using their professional skills. And at that point, most of the work was done not so much in-house as with local companies, or a number of the faculty were doing, including myself, were doing work part-time at Argonne National Laboratory.
So, which field did you research at that time?
I was working with advanced energy systems, a program continuing actually the work I had done when I was at Argonne full-time, with a combination of some experimental work and some theoretical work. And of course, the computer work can be done even then from almost any place. Not as easily as it's done today, but I remember I got my first computer at the end of 1982 after I started here, first home computer. And of course, it was very basic and had far less power than you have in a cell phone today, but it was fairly big. And color monitors didn't exist then, and nobody ever heard of a hard drive.
So, there, the engineering department was a large department at that time.
No, it was probably about half or less than half the size of the department today, of the combined department today. I came in actually in an interesting situation, because I walked in with 4 empty positions on July 1st. And I needed to hire 4 people, and nobody had done much of anything. They had posted an ad and had a couple applicants, but nobody had even looked at them. And so it was an interesting time, and I found 4 people, and I found good people. One of them we hired as a visiting just for a year, and the other 3 stayed on until they either retired or died. So they were good hires. I was very happy that in my time as a department head of almost 12 years, I think I did very well in the people I hired.
Of course. So which kind of class did the department have at that time?
Pardon?
Which kind of class which kind of class did the department have at that time?
It was very similar to today. Actually, the program was sort of an interdisciplinary engineering program at that time. Everybody, in the first 2 years, had both electrical background and mechanical background, and they specialized in the 3rd and 4th years in either electrical or mechanical. And it was a good program for people who were going to go work in industry, because it gave them the breadth they needed. That was one of the reasons I came here. I liked the program. I thought what we did was better oriented toward what a practicing engineer did than, say, a program at West Lafayette. And so I liked what we were doing. It met a need. It provided people with jobs in industry, and it worked.
So you said that the student in that time usually go to the industry, but nowadays what kind of career they have after they graduate?
Well, at that point, some people would go to graduate school. 2 of our current faculty members, one graduated, Don Gray graduated, I think, in '83 from our program. It's interesting, he went to Notre Dame, got a doctorate, and decided he didn't want to teach because there was too much pressure to do research. And then he heard we were looking for somebody, and he applied, and we hired him. And he's worked very well because he has a real hands-on background, which is excellent for working with the students. He provides something for the students which really none of the others can provide. Professor Kozel is another one. He did his undergraduate degree before I came here, but he started out here, finished up his bachelor's degree at Lafayette, did advanced work, and eventually came here as a faculty member. And both of them are still here and doing very well.
Okay. So what make you stay in the Purdue Calumet so many years?
I enjoy working with the students, and it's essentially been stable.